tribute tonight to a small-town Texas coach who influenced so many lives in a short time on earth, including a young man here in San Antonio who owes much of his success in life to Aaron Houston, who was more than just a coach to him, teaching life lessons even on his deathbed that have now found their way to the 7th largest city in the nation. You know him best as a spokesman for the San Antonio Police Department.
We take that as a win in our book any day.
But what you may not have known is that Doug Greene is a former high school football, basketball, and track star.
I guess I could say I held my own.
The 10-year SAPD veteran grew up in Woodsboro, a small Texas town of just over 1,400 folks, about an hour and a half from San Antonio and 5 miles away from their arch rival, Refugio.
I loved growing up there, and most people, when they're growing up, they're already thinking about they want to be a lawyer, a doctor, or whatever. I just wanted to be on the varsity football team.
And in order to do that, you had to impress one man in Woodsboro.
There was a gentleman by the name of Coach Aaron Houston, a rock star in the Woodsboro community. When recess came, I mean, we would beat feet to the open field, grabbed our football, and we would start playing as hard as we could. When we saw Coach Houston walking, we would just, try and, show our stuff off to him. And then we would run up to him, Coach Houston, hey, look at me, and I'm going to be up there someday, Coach, and I'm going to play for you. And he's like, all right, kid, all right, let me see what you got.
And Greene's persistence paid off as a fullback and strong safety, playing Ironman football on the Eagles varsity team in the late 1990s, where he was named first team All-District, making the basketball team as well, and winning a gold medal at state in the mile relay. But Houston was more than just a coach.
Has there been a person in your life who's had more of an influence on your life?
Oh man, I'd have to say right next to my mother, Coach Houston is right there. He knew my situation, that didn't have a dad around growing up, and my dad and I are on great terms now, but he was going through his things at that time, and so Coach Houston stepped in there for me when I needed a father figure, when I needed that role model, and he really did a great job of keeping me on the right path.
Good enough's not good enough. Be good. Be good. When they leave, they'll know who you are. They'll know who you are.
That path led Greene to join the SAPD in 2010, and guess who showed up when he was made Officer of the Year in 2016? Coach Aaron Houston. Now in failing health, the Woodsboro community would recognize Coach Houston for his 32 years of service as teacher and coach, and Greene was right there.
There was well over 150 cars lined up, and Coach Houston was sitting out there, and we passed by, and we were playing our fight song loud on the radio, and we had green and white balloons and flags. What I heard, that what Coach Houston said as he slowly walked back to his bed was, "That was awesome."
Coach Aaron Houston passed away on May 20th, but not before Doug got to visit with his coach one last time.
First thing he says, "Son, I love you." He called me son. And so that meant the world to me. And, and he said, he was at peace. He told me to just keep doing what I'm doing. And he told me that love is not something you say, love is something you do. So even on his deathbed, he's still giving those words of encouragement. So I am going to continue to live out his legacy.
In doing so, Greene says the SAPD has given him the opportunity to speak to the youth of San Antonio, sharing his personal story to hopefully inspire the well over 5,000 high school and college students he has addressed so far.
In actuality, a big-time coach in a small town had a big impact in the 7th largest city in the country.